Like the Warriors coming out in the third quarter. Nobody's ready.
We'll flat.
Wonder why we're down 11.
They call those strays.
You're in your bag. You're in your bag.
All right. Before we get any final thoughts out, a humongous thank you to Buon Vino here in Walnut Creek.
Danny!
A humongous thank you. A huge thank you to every single one of you in this building.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. And a huge thank you to all of the hosts sitting up here. And I say that honestly from the bottom of our hearts because as we said off the top of our show today, this is our show slot. These guys all came on their own time off to come join us today. That means the world. So thank you.
So I'm expecting you to come in 8 o'clock Friday.
I'll be there.
Give us a little.
I'll be there.
He tried to come in last week, and you guys gave him the Heisman.
We got to keep it moving on this. Keep it moving.
Only to call back.
We can only produce 2 shows at a time. So the third one was a little too much.
And you misproduced our show, but that's a beef that you guys have with him. That's fine.
A misinterpretation.
Sensation. That's a
Spadoni, how much time we got?
Exactly. All right. So why don't we just
my favorite.
Let's go left to right, and whether you want to weave in a thought about that Jordan Poole question about how he should handle the offseason, how the Warriors should handle it, but for each and every one of us, some final thoughts on where the Warriors are and where this is all heading. JD, what do you got?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of where we started it as far as the fact that, Steve Kerr, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green appear along with Bob Myers if he wants to come back to be committed to keeping the core together, and they believe that they are good enough to make another go of it. And whether that's 1 more year, 2 more years, all of that remains to be seen. But I think that's the first step toward what I think everybody in this room is hoping for, which is the fact that they can get back on top. It's just how do you get better beyond that becomes the question. And I think that's where it leads down this path of can Draymond and Poole coexist? Probably not. But even if they could, how do you get better? Poole now making $28 million. Kuminga is somebody that's a chip as a very talented young prospect. Are you willing to give up some of the young to bring back players 6, 7, 8, 9 on the roster? I think that's the bet. Whether it's the right call or not, we're going to find out. I know Steiny's already like, well, they're can't do it, right? If that's what they want to do. But to me, it's about the three that are committed to each other. You like Wiggins and Looney, I think, are kind of part of that. But then everybody else, can you get better 6 through 10 on the roster? And you need better seasons from the big guys. Like Klay needs to have a better year.
Yeah.
Like it may not statistically be with the 2 months in the middle that were maybe the best ever, but he's got to have a better year than he did last year. Draymond's got to have a better year than he did last year.
John Dickinson.
JD.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Guru, what do you think, man?
There were many nights that I'm nosy by nature that I wanted to know what Jordan Poole said that day that Draymond Green decided to punch him. But as a grown man, I realized it doesn't matter. The bottom line is he got hit, and it wrecked their season. And not too long ago, I don't know how many people are familiar, but they asked Jordan Poole about the punch and just where his head was at. And he quoted the Bible, and he talked about his parents. That's how heavy it was and how I took his answer. The Bible, and he talks to his parents on a daily basis. And I said to myself right then, they can never play together. And that's what the Golden State Warriors are facing. I think they gave it the old college try. It didn't work out. And if my partner is correct about Joe Lacob being, when it comes to X's and O's and the dollars and cents, he's an assassin. Well, he's got some decisions to make, and the parallels between the Giants years ago handing out contracts and money due to loyalty, I get it. But Joe Lacob's at that juncture right now to where he can make some, unpopular decisions, but they'll be greater later. That can go to Klay Thompson in regard to shopping them. Draymond Green, hey, you know what? It's been a good run, but we're not giving you this. So I'm eager to see how that pans out because, again, Steph Curry is in his prime, and you cannot waste the 3 or 4 years he has left. It's close to his prime, I feel possible, and that's all that matters.
Leave some meat on the bone.
Go Rogue.
Oh.
Go Rogue.
That was my short version. Yeah. That was the condensed version. Little shafty motherfucker.
We do have 6 minutes left. Steiny.
Well, he needs 4. He needs 4 over here.
Well, the closing act is always the largest.
Steiny, what do you got?
I think the feeling should be we all should be more grateful because I've been around for 30 years, and this team used to be totally irrelevant.
Wow.
Not only irrelevant, they stunk. They were the worst franchise ever. They went 10 years, they're now a dynasty. They're going to get into something here that is unknown to everybody. But it's going to kind of be fun to watch. It's going to stink to see Steph grow older and retire, but how they handle the next 5 years could determine the following 10. And there are wins in there, even though they might not be championships necessarily.
That's that mess. Hey,
Steiny!
let's go.
A man of nuance.
Dan
I don't
Dibley.
see it, Bob.
Dan Dibley.
Well,
Come on, Dibs.
Kind of playing off what Steiny said. If the wins are not there, if the title days are over, then I would want to hold on to what we have, which is Steph, Clay, and Draymond. Jordan Poole, to me, is not a part of it. What happened, and I don't think they can coexist. And I do think that Draymond Green and the value that he brings to Steph is here. Clay's going to be here. If you're not going to win titles, and I don't think that the three of them will, if the three of them are gone, you're not winning titles either. So if the championship window is in the past, then let's just enjoy the three of them. And if they want to pay, if they want to pay through the nose for the three of them, it's not my money. It's Joe Lacob's money. Tickets are already going to be expensive. Everything's expensive anyway. I'd rather see the three of them go out together.
Wow.
Whatever will be, will be. Que sera, sera. Let's have the three of them together, and let's see what can happen.
Let's go, Dibs.
Well, I ain't mad at that.
Dan
man.
Dibley.
Look at
Dibley.
this.
Have some cheese.
That's peace.
I'll just say this really, really quickly. If you know me well, Dibs knows me well. You guys getting to know me. My lovely Christy knows I'm a dreamer. And it absolutely shades my opinion about the Golden State Warriors. And along the lines of what you just said, Dibs, there's only one thing I know about the Warriors, and it's that the Big Three works. I don't know if it can work anymore, but that seems more rational to me than thinking that what's coming next is going to work in the near term. So even if it's a bad choice, having watched the Warriors win another one when they were already told they were done once, having watched the Giants, Buster Posey's Giants be told, get out of here, you're done, and then come back and have a magical season. I'd rather check and see if that can happen than give up on it a little bit too soon. Thank you very much, guys.
Mark Willard.
Mark Willard.
Yeah.
That was short for him.
I got two of these left. I got two of these left.
Willard.
Usually takes over the whole crossover, right?
Yeah.
Hey, first
You want me to do it again?
No, we don't.
All right.
No, the first thought is, boy, 95-70 game has milked every ounce out of the Golden State Warriors, man. It's set up. Hey, it's really helped all our careers here, really.
Look at me.
Mainly yours.
No, Steiny, JD, everybody here, man. We've all benefited from the Golden State Warriors.
sir.
But two, this offseason could alter the way we feel about Joey Lightyear's Joe Lacob and the decisions he makes. Whether Bob Myers goes and leaves and moves on somewhere else, it could alter how we feel about Draymond Green, Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson. So I just think it's going to be a fascinating offseason. We don't have to talk a lot of Giants, right, Shasky? I know you're happy about that. Because the Warriors have it. And then, we have Trey Lance and Brock Purdy. So it's going to be a fascinating offseason. And I'm, like Steiny said, the Warriors used to be on like D3 at a Sporting Green. My man right there is a Sporting Green. What's your name right there? Craig, he has a Sporting Green. He's like, I got a Sporting Green for you. Back in the day, the Sporting Green, the Warriors would have like 5 paragraphs in the month of January. Now they're the hottest item in the NBA. So it's a testament to where this organization has come from. Now we're having watch parties. Now we're having summits.
Summits. Yeah. Monte Hill.
The king. Not the king. Not the king.
The king.
Not the king.
Look at him.
I'm just Monte Hill.
Quick tease, you do not have the last word. We got one more after you, but Joe Shasky, go ahead.
Well, you know what? What can be said about the Warriors that hasn't already been said? Trade Klay Thompson. No, I'm just teasing. What I will say is, honestly, like to Bonte's point, all of our careers have been obviously positively affected by the Golden State Warriors, but we're not in this room if you guys don't love the Warriors and love 95.7 the game. So, like, honest to God, being able to see Ernie Chavez, who's in our chat.
Where is Ernie?
Take a picture
Eric Price back over there, who's been tweeting at me for years. Everybody in this building, like, from the bottom of my heart and from everybody on this panel, thank you for being out here, because you guys are the blood and the lifeline of the station. I was on the other side, and I would call in and I would listen. I'm still texting these guys and driving them nuts, because we all have that shared commonality of loving, obviously, sports way too much.
You should give away a jersey.
Oh, go ahead.
Giving away. Okay.
He's in his bag right now. Why you guys cut the ball? He's weeping over here.
Juan Vino, thank you. I hope this is the first of many. As a community, we need this. All right. 95.7 again. All of our audience, without you guys, we have nothing. We love you guys, and I just want you to know thank you for taking the time to come out here and meet all of us. Like, seriously.
Okay.
Thank you.
Speaking of our great listeners, we're going to bring a very special one of them up right now, because she's not only one of our favorite callers and one of our favorite listeners, she is also the mother of the owner of Buon Vino. Judy and Moraga. Judy. All right. We need the mic on. Where's the mic's not on?
Come on, Higgin. Come on.
The mic's not on.
No,
Look, turn it on.
Judy here.
Here, Judy.
Guys,
Get her headset. There it is.
guys, look.
Oh my God! Well, first thing I was
Perfect.
Oh, she's great.
There you go.
Good.
first thing I wanted to say is this might be one of the best days of my life. I might
Thank you
cry,
so much.
but
You're awesome.
everybody who knows me knows that I love the Warriors so much, and I fell in love with all of you. I'm like such an addict. I mean, it is a great day. Like when I drive to work and I get on with you guys, I get into work and I'm like, you're never gonna believe it. I made it on 95. Like it's one of the best things ever. But here's what I know for sure: if your strategy isn't working, change your strategy. That's the first thing. High performing teams love what they do, and I think what happened was, we lost the joy.
I agree.
There was so much tension and so much angst, and it just wasn't the same team, and it wasn't the same game. And still, look how far we got.
Yep.
So I'm a believer. You're a dreamer. You're a dreamer. I believe that we are coming back.
Steiny's a hater.
Big time. We got it.
I'm sorry, Judy. I'm sorry.
You're not that funny, Judy.
Wow. Back up, Joe. No, the best thing in the whole wide world is we are going to come back so strong.
Let's go.
Next season. We're doing it. 95.7 the game. Rock so big.
Let's go.
Love you so much.
Judy. All right.
Thank you.
If you missed any portion of the show, there's no best of today. We are replaying the Warriors Summit starting right now. Thank you, Buon Vino. One